Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on summary study of Bhagavad Gita. Today is chapter 15. Wow, time is really flying. So 15, then we have another 3 more chapters. So we have completed the entire summary of Bhagavad Gita. The intention of this course is, of course, to encourage you to take up Bhagavad Gita, to study Bhagavad Gita on a daily basis, and to also to make Bhagavad Gita as your lifestyle. Whenever we are in trouble, whenever we are in anxiety, whenever we are under stress, or whenever that we are rejoicing, whatever situation that we may be, we should not neglect Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is going to be a book that you're going to have it with you, and you're going to read it every single day rest of your life. Okay, so today now we are talking about New Year 2026. Make that resolution that you're going to read Bhagavad Gita in and out. Some people say, I have already read Bhagavad Gita. No, it doesn't work that way. Bhagavad Gita is something that you can never complete reading it, Bhagavad Gita. Because as you know, Bhagavad Gita is something, it always reveals to you its wisdom according to your understanding. As you start to grow, as you start to go in more detail, more intense, it will start to reveal the what they call the knowledge to you. Okay, it is not like this. So now, okay, what is the standard? Okay, it will teach you accordingly. Then after that, you go deeper in. There are people who, there is a Brahmana community in India. They chant the entire 700 verses every day. Of course, as when we going to chant, because I used to do that, it'll take me around 4 hours to recite the entire 700 verses. But for them, they do it around 45 minutes to 1 hour, because that's their tradition. They'll be singing day in, day out, from the first verse until the last verse of the 18th chapter. They just go on reading and reading and reading and singing, and they make it. So we understand. So Bhagavad Gita is a very auspicious book that we should always keep it with us and go on reading it. And by the way, I'm also so happy and excited to hear more and more testimonies or takeaways. Like Vraja, there's one Mataji, what's her name? She sent me a fantastic, what's her name? Ananda Sundari what? Yes, Ananda Sundari Mataji. So she sent a very fantastic takeaway, and I'm so nice. I'm so happy to hear all these kind of takeaway. So thank you. Okay. Now let's start from the. Okay, now let's start our today's topic, Bhagavad Gita, as it is, chapter 15. ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents Gita Gyan, the essence of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15. Let's take darshan from Sri Sri Nitai Gaurasundara. Hey Krishna Karuna, what they call? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivishari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha. Beautiful deities from Vrindavan. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kantarada Kantanam Sude Apta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustiri Vittanam. Beautiful Krishna Balaram. Right, so let's start our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, let's we all chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. So today we dedicate our program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and dedicated to His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bangalore ISKCON Sheshadipuram, the creator and the brainchild of the essence of Gita Gyan program worldwide. Right, now let's look at today's Mahatmya. Very, very interesting and very powerful Mahatmya that we should really go deep, delve deep into this. So what is this? Abhichara. Abhichara means what? Abhichara means all kind of inauspicious thing. Abhicharam, abhichara. So abhicharot bhavam dukkham varashapagatan chayat. Na nopa sarpati tatreva yatra gitar chanam grihe. Abhicharot bhavam dukkham varashapagatan chayat. Nopa sarpati tatreva yatra gitar chanam grihe. So it says, the sorrow caused by terrible curse or black rites, that means black magic, can never enter the home where the Gita is worshipped. Can you see this, my dear Prabhus and mothers? What it says here. All right. Abhicharot bhavam dukkham vara shapagata chayat. So now, so tatreva yatra Gita. So when this, the sorrow, we are somehow or other also become the victim of evil eyes. All right. Or terrible curse. So what are the curses that we have? All right. The standard curses. Whenever we go and check in our astrological chart, okay, when we go and look at our astrological chart, sometimes this is something common the astrologer will tell you. You have Pitur Dosam, Pitur Sabam, right? When we are not offering the Pinda accordingly, or when we do not do a proper funeral service according to the Shastra, the person who deceased will usually suffer so terribly. In that kind of terrible suffering, they may curse the descendant. All right? But they don't understand the reason for all this disaster, because that person did not train the children properly. We all have our big responsibility in life. We not only should train our children, okay, like usually we're giving a best education to our children, training them up, making them educated and this and that so they can get a good job, good life. But we forget to train them up in a very important duty, right? That's a spiritual duty. So the word putra, putra means prince in Malay, but also we call putra means son. Putri means daughter. So put means hell, Ra means deliverer, the one who delivers the forefather from hellish condition. All right. So put. So when we do not train our children spiritually, giving them all material comfort, training them up in such a way, you know, they can be very competitive in this marketplace, you know, good education, get a good job and this and that. But the most important, so they don't know. So when a person dies, they will simply invite, you know, the funeral undertaker to come forward and start to advise. And it's kind of irony. It's very surprising. In Malaysia, every city have different type of ritual. In Ipoh, there'll be one ritual. Then you go to Penang, there'll be one ritual. You go to Sungai Petani, KL, just name it, Johor. Everywhere got different ritual. But the question is, what is the real ritual? All according to imagination. And of course, the funeral director will come and do some showmanship. All right. They do some showmanship. So people say, wow, the way he did so nice, so that he wants to have more business. In case if there's any more death comes, they want people to hire him. So it's more like showmanship. All right. Because we fail to train our children accordingly. That is the biggest disaster in parenting. All right. So usually after that thing happened, they start to curse. Right. Or sometimes the curse of a cow. Sometimes when you before the cow is get killed, it utter a curse. Or any animal that gets slaughtered, at the final moment of the knife touches the neck, they will utter a curse. May those who eat my flesh or kill me will suffer horribly, out of that frustration they curse. So like that, a man got many kind of curses. Okay, first let's talk about sin. We talk about karma, but now another thing called curses, right? Then sometimes, but they also call as, there's another word for that, caught, C-O-T, if I'm not mistaken, caught. Sometimes when you go for a pranic healing or some healing, they say, oh, you've got a lot of cords. They want to release the cords and all this. But all that doesn't work that way. And secondly, that people are all usually become the victim when there's black magic, tantric. Sometimes a person who are very envious, they know they cannot directly attack the person. They like to take a shortcut way, right? Go and look for a bomo and do Ji Bumba. Finish. Santau. In Malay, we call Santau. Or Ji Bumba. Or this curse. Black rights. Usually people are suffer. I'm not sure whether I've seen that or experienced that. Because sometimes when people come to me and they say, all these kind of heavy things are there. Black magic. The ghosts enter the house, or the thing become haunted. There's one particular person I've seen. I don't mention the name because maybe some of you will know. Every time there's a scratch on the back, like that, And I thought it's nothing. Then she showed me, look at the back, scratch. Even after giving Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, after that, I told that's only thing that you can do is take the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam and start to read it. Keep it in your house. All right? So like that. So these kind of things, which is very common in Kali Yuga. It's very common. Terrible curse and also black magic. But here in these verses, it says Abhichorat Bhavam Dukkam. Abhicharam. Abhicharam means all kind of inauspicious utterance, like black magic, curses, and all these kind of things. What it says, can never enter the home. How bad the curse, how bad the black magic or whatever it is, can never enter the home where the Gita is worshipped. That is how powerful is Bhagavad Gita. So, be the person. Whenever you see someone are struggling so badly, whenever there's a kind of this thing, so they know they should have some terrible curse, or there's a black magic, black rites. Okay. All right. So you just give the Bhagavad Gita and ask them to start worship. This is the best parigaram, best remedy or atonement. Simply take the Bhagavad Gita and start to worship Bhagavad Gita in the house. And how do you worship Bhagavad Gita? By reading it. All right. Not by putting some sambrani, not that. Worship Bhagavad Gita by studying the Bhagavad Gita. All right. So it's very, very important. That's why I say, now you understand why I'm telling you to take the Bhagavad Gita wherever you go. Take it to your office. Take it to your, wherever you go. Keep it in your car. Take it with you. Don't simply leave Bhagavad Gita in an altar, then you go out and do something. No, take it with you wherever you go. Take it with you. Before you want to make some serious, some important discussion, pray to the Gita. My dear Bhagavad Gita, I need to make such discussion, some decision. Oh, I'm having some kind of struggle. I'm having some kind of confusion. Worship the Gita. And Gita will show you the right path. Right? So now today's Mahatmya, we understand the sorrow caused by terrible curse or black rite can never enter the home where the Bhagavad Gita is worshipped. All right? Okay. Okay, now let's start our today's program. Okay, let's look at this understanding of Gita. The destination is called Sanatan sky. The destination, the ultimate destination that we want is called Sanatana sky. Sanatan means eternal. All right? The place is eternal and also called a spiritual sky, which is called Yat Gatva Na Nivartante Tad Dama Paramang Mama. In this material world, we find that everything is temporary, right? Everything is temporary. It comes into being, stays for some time, then produces some byproduct, then dwindles, then vanishes. This is the law of the material world. Whether we use an example, as an example, this body or a piece of fruit or anything, whether we take this example as a body or even a fruit or whatever, right? Nothing lasts. But beyond this temporary world, beyond this place, there's another world which we have information. The world consists of another nature, which is Sanatan or eternal. The Jiva is also described as Sanatan. All right, because the Jiva, you and I are all eternal. We are existing before, currently we are existing, and we go on existing in the future. We will never dwindle or we never die. Only the body is changing, right? So here it's mentioned, the Jiva is also described as Sanatan or eternal. And the Lord is also described as Sanatan in the 11th chapter. We have an intimate relationship with the Lord, actually. How? We have an intimate relationship. That means you have a strong relationship or intimate relationship with Krishna, actually. It is not an ordinary relationship. And because we are all qualitatively one, all right, because there's another thing, we are qualitatively one, because we are Satchit Ananda Vigraha. We also, that means they're talking about the water in the ocean, and we just drop. That means qualitatively one, quantity we are different. Okay, so because we are all qualitatively one, so the Sanatan Dharma, Dham, Sanatan Dham means place, Dham, or sky, is the Sanatan, okay, or sky, the Sanatan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Sanatan, the Supreme Personality, and the Sanatana, the living entities. The whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to revive our occupation, Sanatan occupation. So there is an eternal God, and you are eternal. And now what is your eternal occupation? That is what the Bhagavad Gita is trying to, what they call, revive. Revive means what? You had it before, now you have lost it, you're going to have it in the future. Or Sanatan Dharma. So what is our Sanatan occupation? The Sanatan occupation is Sanatana Dharma, which is the eternal occupation of the living entity. We are temporarily engaged in different activities. All the activities that we are engaging is only temporary. All right. But all of these activities can be purified when we give up these temporary activities and take to the activities which is prescribed by the Supreme Lord. And that is called pure life. That is called our pure life. So that means we give up all the temporary activities and we take up the activities that prescribed by the Supreme Personality. So once we take up that, and that's when we come to our original status, our original condition life, our original constitutional life, right? And that is what we call as a pure life. Okay. So with that meditation, let's start our today's program. Today we're going to speak about chapter 15, the yoga of the Supreme Person. Right? 15.1. Now Krishna is continuing. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhva Moolam Adas Shakam Ashvatam Prahur Avyayam Chandangsi Yasya Parnani Yastang Veda Saveda Vet Urdhvam Moolam Adas Shakam Ashvatam Prahur Avyayam Chandangsi Yasya Parnani Yastang Veda Saveda Vet. Here the Supreme Personality, Krishna is mentioning what he says. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said there is an imperishable banyan tree. It has its roots upward and the branches down. And whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. All right. So now Krishna is mentioning here, he's giving an analogy from a tree. There is an imperishable banyan tree. It has the root upwards and its branch down, whose leaves are the Vedic hymns, and those who know the tree is the knower of the Vedas. Okay, you understand what it says here? Okay, you understand, eh? Sure.
Don't understand, Prabhu.
All right. Yes, I want that answer like that. There is an imperishable banyan tree that is look like this. Right? The root is upwards. Okay? and it has the leaf downwards. Terbalik. Okay. And here there is so many leaves. Right? So many leaves are here. All right. Okay. So what it says here? So what is that? So it says the impermanent tree, the root is upward, the branches is down. All the branch of the tree, all the tree branches are down. Okay, it has all the tree branches down. Okay, this all the tree branches. All right, in that tree branch, okay, the branches down, whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. There's lot of leaves, is all Vedic hymns. Every leaf is mantra. All right, Vedic hymns. Okay, want to know? Okay, that means what? When we look at this, there are so many ways of dharma or activity. Okay, there's so many ways. There are so many activities, dharma, and all these kind of things. But whatever activity that we are distinct, it's all rooted to the root of the tree. The root of the tree. So what is the root of the tree? The root of the tree is the Supreme Personality, is Krishna. So that's the root. So all the way, all different types of worship, different dharma, different ways, everything are basically dovetail and all go into the root. That is, the root cause of all is the Supreme Personality. Now you see here, over here, there's a root. Here's the Supreme Personality is here. And down there, there's a branch. And here you see all the leaves, all the twigs and leaves and branches, all are different types of worship. But whatever it is, everything actually goes back to Krishna, the root of all creation. Now you all understand? Okay, Savan?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Now let's look at the next one. All right, this is the imperishable banyan tree. Okay, the Vedic leaves are the hymns, root bound the fruitive activities. Okay, the twigs are sense object. Okay, there's another way of understanding. Okay, yeah, another thing is the Vedic hymns are the, if you see that when the tree is normal shape, there's another way opposite. Here we talk about upside down, roots upward and its branches downwards. But there's another imperishable banyan tree which has the leaf upwards and the root downwards. What does it mean? The Vedic hymns, all the leaves are the Vedic tree, root bound by the fruitive activity, twigs and sense object. The fruit of the result is the activity. Okay. In other words, now the root cause of human existence in this material world is because of fruitive activity. That means expecting some result and working accordingly. Fruitive activities, enjoyment, this thing. Right? So what happened? It has branches nourished by three modes of material nature. All the branches here is all nourished by three modes of material nature. Mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And through the three branches of these, the twigs is the sense object. Right? You're using that sense object, your eyes, nose, and everything. You're looking for sense object based on the three modes of material nature. Now, then there is the leaves which is Vedic hymns. That means the Vedic hymns, the leaves gives you all kind of material benefit. They call karma kanda. Do things for the sake of some this thing, right? Then what is that ultimate goal? Fruits, result of activity. Wow, do you want to enjoy? Okay, that is the thing. Okay, now let's look at this. As the tree is nourished by water, so this tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Okay, usually when you see, the trees are nourished by water. Yes, but these three of material existence is nourished by the three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Okay, now it says like this. Sometimes we find the tract of land is barren and want of sufficient water. And sometimes we see the tract is green. Similarly, where particular modes of nature are prominent, when a particular mode of nature is proportionately greater in quantity, the different species of life are manifested accordingly. That means, so similarly, when you see a dry land and a barren land and a green land. It depends on water. One place no water, one place there's a lot of water. That's why it's greenish and this thing. All right, but then so like that, the human the material life, okay, is nourished by the three modes of material nature. And through that nourishment of the three modes of material nature, okay, when a particular mode become proportionally greater, say if the mode of goodness greater or the mode of passion greater or this thing, whatever in quantity, so the different species of life manifest accordingly. So a person is born according to the mode of the nature that actually he has taken into this. Okay, you got this? You understand? You got it? Okay, great. Now, okay. Okay, now let's move on. So, what Krishna says here, verse, text 3 and 4. Na rupam asye tato palabhyate nanto na chadi na cha sampratishtaha ashvatam enam suviruda moolam asanga shastrena dirdena chitva tata padang tat parimargitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah tam eva chadyang purusham prapatye yata pravritti prashirta purani. Okay, what is mentioned here? Okay, so in this verse, Krishna is mentioning, he says, the real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. How this tree of material manifestation cannot be perceived, or it means what? It cannot be understood because it is deep rooted. It's deep rooted, cannot be perceived, cannot be understood. No one can understand where it ends or where it begins or where its foundation is. Okay, where it begins, where its foundation cannot be found. And now, see what Krishna says. But with determination, with firm determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. So with the weapon of detachment, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree. Okay. Thereafter, okay, thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one can never return. So what does that mean? After you cut down the strongly rooted tree, all right, your three modes of everything, cut it down with what? Determination. And what weapon are you going to use? The weapon of detachment. Cut with determination with the weapon of detachment. Don't get attached. Be detached. Right? After you come to that, thereafter, one must seek that place. Now you have to look for a place where, having gone, once you go there, you will never return. And there, yes, Vijay Bharat.
Sorry, Prabhu, sorry.
So that means one must go to that place which, having gone, one will never return. And there, surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All right, and there, surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and whom everything has extended since time immemorial. Okay, so what we can understand from here, the real form of this tree, all right, the tree of existence, we came to this material world not sure when. It can be, we could have gone through this place with many Brahmas. We understood one Brahma lifetime is how much. Like that, we should have gone through many, many hundred thousands of Brahmas. So what we have stated here is time immemorial. So in this time immemorial, we have got some kind of what they call experience or some kind of things. So the tree is deep rooted. We cannot find, it cannot be perceived, cannot be understood at all. How, where it's coming from in this world. No one can understand where it ends. Don't know where it ends. Such a huge tree. Where it begins or where its foundation is. Nobody can find out. But with determination, one must cut down the strongly rooted tree. You must cut down the strongly rooted tree with determination through the weapon of detachment. But once you could do that, one must seek. Therefore, after one must seek that place from which, after you do that, you have to look out for a place which once you go there, you will never return. You will never return to this place. And there you surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything is extended since time immemorial. All right? Okay. Now, let's look at the next one. So, cut down the strongly rooted tree. Just cut it down. How? With a weapon of detachment. Cut down the strongly rooted tree with a weapon of detachment. Now, what he says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. I am the origin of everything, Krishna says. Therefore, to get out of this entanglement of the strong banyan tree of material life, one must surrender to Krishna. As soon as one surrenders unto Krishna, one becomes detached automatically from this material extension. So, if you're not going to cut it down, it's going to go on extending. Am Sarvasya Prabhavo. Can you remember the verse from where we learned this? Can anyone tell me where we learned this verse? Chapter? Anyone? Anyone can recall? This is the Chatursloki, chapter 10. Right? Chatursloki. Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. I am the origin of everything. Therefore, to get out of this entanglement of the strong banyan tree of material life, one must surrender to Krishna. As soon as one surrenders unto Krishna, one becomes detached automatically from this material extension. Okay? Now, so detachment from the material world. Then attachment to spiritual world. That is what is the right thing to do. Because this material world that we are here, it is inferior energy. But you are a spiritual person. You should be attached to the spiritual world, which is supposed to be your original energy or superior energy. All right? All right. Now, when you see understanding the source, roughly when you look at this, okay, now let me read this thing first. Yet, one has to find out the cause. I am the son of my father. My father is the son of such and such a person, etc. By searching in this way, one comes to Brahma, who is the generated of the Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu. We studied that before. Finally, in this way, when one reaches the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is the end of research work. One has to search out the origin of this tree. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, through the association of person who are in knowledge of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Again, how to do it? That means one has to search out the origin of the tree through the association of the person who are in that knowledge of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we have to get a guru, spiritual master, and we have to learn from him. Then by understanding, one becomes gradually detached. The word gradually means what? Slowly but surely, not immediately. Okay, from this false reflection of reality. All the things that we are seeing is only a false reflection of reality. And by knowledge, that's why knowledge is very important. Reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, one can cut off the connection and actually come situated in the real tree. Right? So like for instance, now look at this. This is the upside down tree. Another example. When we are going to try to look for the source, I am here. Who's my father? My father married to this one. My father side, my mother married to this one. So I'm looking for a hierarchy. Look. Eventually, I found out this is my forefather. And when I look further, I come to the level of Brahma. So look, I come and see this is the Brahma. All right. And after I see Brahma in Garbhodaka Vishnu, that means this thing. Then I go further. and I found out that I am from here. This is my ultimate source. That is Goloka Vrindavan. So once we come to this level of research, that's when the research stop. Research actually stop. You got it? I hope you are following me. Okay. Okay, now. So now there's one story here. Yeah, someone said. Yes. Okay. Now let's look at story. Brahma comes to meet Krishna. So bewildered to see other Brahmas with more number. Okay. Now what happened? This one story here. This is one story from Srimad Bhagavatam in Brahma Samhita 5.1. Okay, 5.1. What is the mantra? What is the mantra? 5.1. I always chant the mantra. Oh my God. Why today I feel like kind of drowsy? Can anyone remember the mantra or not? The first verse? Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Go. Okay, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He said Krishna is known as Govinda, he is the supreme Godhead. He has the eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes. So now there's a story in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna will be resting under a tree, and Lord Brahma wanted to see him. You know, Brahma wanted to see him. And Brahma, hello, am I audible? My dear Prabhus and mothers?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Suddenly something came out just now. Just now, did you see something came out like WhatsApp? No, huh?
No, Prabhu, I didn't see anything.
Oh,
Prabhu.
right. No, suddenly my screen went blank. All right. Anyway, where was I? So this Brahma, then he wanted to come and see Krishna, and he will tell the Krishna's secretary. He said, "Please tell Krishna I'm here to see him." They say, "Who are you?" Say Brahma. Then you go and tell Brahma, tell Krishna. Krishna, there's a guy Brahma want to come and see you. Oh, really? Which Brahma? Which Brahma is this? Then he said, the four-headed. Then he asked, which Brahma are you? He got a shock. Lord Brahma says, what do you mean, which Brahma? I am the Brahma, the four-headed, Chaturmukhi, forehead. When you see Krishna again, okay, ask him to come. So when he came, and Krishna says, hey, Brahma, how are you? And before that, Brahma said, my dear Lord, I was astonished when he said, which Brahma? What do you mean by which Brahma? What do you mean by which Brahma? I thought I'm the only Brahma. Say, really? Then suddenly, by the time he could finish that answer, the Lord Brahma saw thousands of millions of Brahmas from all over the universe start coming. Right? All the Brahmas from all the other universes. Some Brahmas got 10 head, 100 head, 1,000 heads. All were coming to pay obeisances. When they all paid obeisances with the crown, it started to make a kind of tumultuous sound. You know, when you take the thing and put on the head, like that. So that's when Brahma was bewildered. All right. So what we are trying to understand here is, so that is the ones while we are looking for the source of our creation, right? While we are looking for the source of our creation, right? When you look for the source of the creation, so we are what they call like this. There are so many places. There are so many Brahmas are some or other there. Okay. So we are. So this is the place. So when Brahma start to see all the other types of Brahma, so what we are trying to tell you here is there are innumerable universes in the place. And after we have to look for it and everything, so there's so many. So if it's not possible for ordinary human being or with your own effort to go and look out for the place, all this possible by the mercy of spiritual master. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. 15.7. What Krishna says. Mamai vangsho jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatana. Mana shastani sorry. Mana shastani indriyani. Prakriti stani karshat. Here Krishna says, the living entities in this conditioned world. Okay. Krishna is mentioning here, the living entities in this conditioned world. What is condition? There are so many conditions. Everything comes with what they call the clause says what they call terms and condition, right? So in this conditioned world, all living entities, what Krishna says, my eternal fragmental part, you and I and everyone around here, they are eternal fragmental part of the Lord. But due to the conditioned life, because they have been conditioned, I'm man, I'm this, I am this, conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which includes the mind. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Right? So okay, we have 5 senses, including the mind. Including the mind and all these senses, a person is struggling with the 6 senses, which includes the mind. Right? So you all understand? So the living entity in the condition world is my eternal fragmental, yes. But due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard. Okay? Just talking about this, like for instance, remind me about this a movie that we used to watch when you're young time. And Kesavan, this is not supposed to be a takeaway. This is just a story. Okay? Hope next day you don't tell me, this is my takeaway. Huh? Okay. So, this is a story of Tarzan. Tarzan. You all watched Tarzan before? Small time? Kesavan?
Yes, Prabhu.
Don't write that Tarzan is my takeaway. So the Tarzan, somehow or other lost in the jungle, brought up by the gorillas, and start to feel gorillas is the parents. So the Tarzan got conditioned in the forest as the son of gorilla. But later, the real parents found him. They take him back to America. Okay. When they take him back to America, but because of his condition of being in the jungle and accepting gorillas as the parents, he couldn't stay peacefully in this thing because the conditioning. So we are all something like that. We are all conditioned in this material world. Even though there is an eternal space ready for us, it doesn't take any much of effort, time, space, and everything. Just changing your consciousness. Identify it. Understand your situation. And surrender to Krishna. Right? Because when the Lord says, when the Lord, see, when so many people are out there, to whom the Lord, or say like for instance, so many people are out there asking for help. Right? I am there. Example, there's an earthquake happen and people are all displaced. I am coming with shelter, with what they call with the aid. With the aid. I am standing there. In front of me, I see all the people are suffering. To whom I should be attracted to help. The person who come forward and beg you, please help me. Please help me, I've not eaten. When the person comes begging to you, that's the person that you want to take the food or aid to give them. You understand what I mean? Right? Similarly, there's so many living entities are suffering and Krishna is just watching. But if you just turn back to Krishna and says, my dear Lord, please help me. I can't take this anymore. Please save me, my Lord. When you go to him, he will take you out. Okay? We are all still didn't suffer enough, in other words. We didn't suffer enough. We didn't have enough trauma that can awaken our intelligence. Sometimes the 4 kinds of people who comes to Krishna, right? The one who are distressed, the one who wants money, the one who sing. But the one who surrenders to Krishna, who? Right? We have seen so many people are extremely frustrated in life. When the frustration level the extreme frustration, these are the people who like to go and look for the truth. When you see people out there are still not accepting Bhagavad Gita or accept this kind of way of, this Krishna consciousness, what we understand, they have not suffered enough, or they have not enough trauma in life. But above all that, they haven't got any Sukriti. Sukriti means a kind of divine blessings. Without that blessing Sukriti, it is not possible for anyone to even to come near. That's not even, you can't even hear that Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even you don't have a Sukriti. There's so many people sign up, 100 over, but how many are coming for the class? Why? Because they can, this thing, okay, like some even tried coming, okay, but other watching online. But people who sign up didn't even bother to come and attend even one class. What happened? They are near, but yet they are far. They are almost there, but they are very far. Right? So that's a Sukriti. So when you are all here, you are considered the most luckiest people around you. Or should we say that one of the most luckiest, you are actually the chosen one. I'm not simply bragging in terms of this thing, no. I'm telling to you this after scrutinizingly study many Vedas. Many Vedas means the book of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Okay? Studying Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Aloka. My God. When we see even Harinam Chintamani, even for us to be here, you are the selected one. And you should be very, 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 very lucky. So you have to develop from where? From here. Right? So how to develop? That's why it says. But because the thing is, they are all suffering in the conditioned life. They are struggling because of the six senses, including the mind. Because the mind is asking something, all are demanding. Okay, now 8.9, text 8 and text 9. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Shariram Yat Avapnoti Yak Chapi Uktramati Shvaraha Gritvaitani Sanyati Vayur Gandan Ivashayat Srotram Chakshu Sparshanam Cha Rasanam Granam Evacha Adistaya Manaschayam Vishayan Upasevate. What Krishna says here. The living entity in this material world carries different conception of life. All right? The living entity, all the living entity in this material world, the place around you, carries different conception of life. All right? They have a different, even in this human life, body itself, we also have different conception. I believe in this, you believe in that. Oh, this is way of my life. I believe intermittent fasting is good. I believe taking a good meal is good. Some says, what is the point of this? And they all have a different belief system concept. So similarly, all living entities, we are not referring to human, everything, even rat, pig, and all this kind of thing, they carry a different conception of life from one body to another. One body to another. Right? So once we are in human body, we have this conception. Once we enter into a dog body, there's a different conception. We'll be barking and all these kind of things. Right? How? Just like the air carries aroma. There's some nice fragrant flower, which is very aromatic. And the wind starts blowing. When I am standing near the tree, I enjoy the smell as it is. I enjoy the fragrance. While the aroma is carried forward, there is a dog stool. The aroma is mixed with the dog stool. Someone smells that. As the aroma travels further, somebody will be cooking. The cooking food, the fragrance of the cooking, plus the aroma mixed, it goes into a different. So everyone, the aroma is one, but has been mixed with all the other types of ingredients. So the experience is different. I hope you all are following me on this. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits and take another. So first he accepts one kind of body, then he give it up, quits the body, then he takes another kind of body. So you just see, this body is made of semen. The semen with the mixed of a mother's egg, it creates flesh and transform into a human being. And infused us, we are living in that. Similarly, that same semen turn into flesh and animal like goat, like cow, like pig, and all these kind of animals. The body is the product of father's semen and mother's distinct, and with a combination, a body creates. And imagine when we slaughter that body and start to eat it. Oh, yuck. We eat that body. What actually we are eating? Abominable. Made of pus, blood, stool, marrow. The body is made of that. And we kill it, we marinate it, we put in a grill, we grill it, put some ketchup, some sauce, and we eat it in style. Yuck. I mean, suddenly I just remembered that. All right, anyway. So, eating meat, egg, and all these kind of animals are actually abominable. All right, anyway. So, he takes one body again and please take another. So, the living entities thus taking another gross body. The living entity taking another gross body. He got another kind of body like this, gross. And he obtains a certain types of ears, eyes, tongue, and nose, and sense of touch, which is grouped upon the mind. And thus he enjoys particular set of sense object. What does that mean? See, when we give up one body and we go to another body, in that new body, okay, when once we accept another gross body, okay, he obtains a certain type of ear. What happens if you get a body of a dog? You have a protruding here, ping, like that. You have a different type of eye. You got a tongue which is very long and will be hanging out. Your nose will be very sensitive, can smell anything. All right? And your sense of touch is different. Like sexual. Sense of touch means sex. Different. All this grouped upon the mind. All this information is in the mind. So once the mind, the subtle body enters into a dog body, it learns how to live like a dog. Once the subtle body goes into a different kind of, what they call a human body or any kind of animal body, it changes accordingly. Okay. Then in that kind of, in that kind of, what they call type of body, everything grouped upon the mind. And what happened? He enjoys a particular set of sense object. So he enjoys. Okay, in a dog body, what to enjoy? In the pig body, what to enjoy? You know, for the pig, the stool is very tasty. Yummy, right? The stool is very tasty. All right. So it says, and the sense object, like that. Any questions on this so far? You got it? You understand, huh? Yes, Ramachandran Prabhu, you want to say something? Okay. All right. So I move on, huh? All right. Okay, now let's look at the next one. So this is the part in Bhagavad Gita. It says, in other words, if the living entity adulterates his consciousness with the qualities of cats and dogs, in his next life, he gets cats and dog body and enjoys. Bhagavad Gita 15.9 purport. So, my dear Prabhus and mothers, please pay attention to this. This is the reality. Right? At what conscious a person dies and what is the sense they're really excited about, you get accordingly. So, this is the four main things that has been described. If a person who loves to eat meat, who just love to eat meat, in the next body, he will take a form, a carnivore, lion, tiger, and all these kind of things. You know, the people like foodie, they travel all the place, they want to eat all kind of nonsense. The foodies, they call foodies. So the people who love foodies, that is the guarantee that next birth they're going to take birth as a pig. Right? The person who exposed their body, the ladies, wearing sexy, exposing their body, okay, being nudist, being actress. Nowadays, you see all the actresses are basically, if you really looked at it, they are just acting like a prostitute. The prostitute are wearing skimpy dress at the roadside and try to attract customer. But these actresses, so-called actresses, which people worship, especially in India, or everywhere, not only in India, everywhere. But India is crazy. They really worship all the actors and actresses. Right? Rajinikanth, Vijaykanth, or what they call? That's all the Kant. They worship. So the women who always love to expose their body, who like to show here and there, they will get a form of a tree and they stand naked for a long time. Right? They'll take a form of a tree. The tree stands naked. So who are the people who are going to take these kind of things? The models, the actresses, and all those who love to expose their body. This is the thing. Sometimes when you look at all these things, especially like Hindi actress, people are so crazy, right? And why? Because they are showing off their body. They are wearing the dress as skimpy as they can, as minimum as they can. And sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand whether they have intelligence or not. When they make a duet song in the snow or on the mountain, the man will be wearing the glove, wearing the dress and everything, sweater. But the silly lady actress, she'll be on a lenga, exposing the stomach, exposing the chest, the leg and everything will be running in the snow. It looks like as though, I don't understand what kind of, when a women are fighting for equal right, this is absolute foolishness. You understand or not? Does it make sense? In the snow, that floor will be all fully dressed and this girl will be like half naked. A madness. One movie is 4-5 crore. Wow, fantastic income. Just to show their body. These are the people who will take the form of a tree. And the people who just love to sleep day and night. They love to sleep, they work hard, they come back and they sleep. They give priority to sleep. These are the people who take a form of a bear, karadi. So this is the 4 things that's mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So we have to be very careful. So like that, when you look at this, so from the lowest abominable, from the aquatic animal, we slowly move up, we slowly move up and coming. Okay, this one can be seen. Okay, let me. Ramachandran Prabhu, please. You are drawing something. Okay. Now, when you look at this, okay, let me get the hard one. So from this abominable place, all right, from the aquatic, we are going up, we come to this. Okay, once you from the aquatic, we become a reptile, from water and land. And from there we go up, we take all this kind of birth slowly. Then we take this birth of hyena, tiger, animal, plant, elephant, cow, horse, and everything, right? Then we come to the cow, then everything. And with the cow, then from the cow, we enter into human life. If we miss our human life and carry on not utilizing the source of the human birth and act very whimsically, that's when we fall back into this animal kingdom. We take a U-turn and go back to where we came from. Like that, we are going around and around and around and around and around and around. So as we go around, what happened? All right. Can you see the web? Formerly, it's all lines, combination of lines. But eventually, the lines are getting nearer and nearer and nearer and nearer and nearer. So it become an object. It become a kind of object that I just color it. Right? So you see everything. So that's when we become entangled. So this living entity, what happened? It becomes stuck in the middle. All right. It gets stuck in the middle. Why this color? Okay, gets stuck in the middle and don't know where to cut off the knot. He just don't know where to cut this off. Okay. So that's when we are stuck here for eternity and taking up life, all varieties of abominable births, and we are going through all kind of suffering. If you really look at it, my dear Prabhus and mothers, the suffering that we are going through in a human form of life actually is not a suffering at all. The worst suffering is when we're born in an animal kingdom. right? Like that day I went and sent a parcel, that the Bhagavad Gita. I saw the guy was selling what they call the fighting cock. The chicken that fight. So long, beautiful chicken. They put in a cage, right? Then I was showing my children, do you see this chicken? This is the fighting cock. They used to use this for fight, like gambling. Oh, really? Yes. Then suddenly the guy came out and said, oh, yeah, you like this? No, I'll show him. I just told him, say, I've seen this long time ago, but now, now this is, then I asked, so the chicken looks healthy, yeah. I said, how long is it? Oh, this chicken, in other words, he said, the chicken was in the small cage for last, 2-3 months. He said, it's pet. At night, let it go. Then next day, he catch the thing, put it in and come and put it in the shop. For him, the chicken bring good luck for his business. Imagine such a grown, healthy chicken in a small cage. There's above that, there's another cage, Myna bird. I went there, say, hello. He said, hello. No, Myna bird sometimes can speak. Stuck. How horrible to be born as an animal? Because there's so many barbarians are waiting to eat us up one place. And some barbarians like to put her in slaughterhouse. We grew up in slaughterhouse in such a small place, and we get mercilessly killed. Like that day in China, right? They say the blood of the pig is so good, they don't want to waste the pig. They want to kill the pig first and want to drain out the blood. You know what they did? They took the pig and throw into the hot boiling water. Oh my God, abominable. And the pig was screaming. And the pig was like roasted to death. Then take him out and slightly cut, and so they can drain off the blood. They don't want to even waste a single drop of blood. So like that, right? So it's very abominable. Okay. Then in 12:13, text 12 and text 13, what Krishna says, Yat aditya gatang tejo, jagat bhasayate kilam, yat chandramasi yat chaknau, tat tejo vidhi mamakam, gam avishya cha bhutani, darayamyaham ojasa, pushnami chaushadi sarva, somo bhutva rasatmakaha. What Krishna says here. Yet Aditya, the sun, I mean, what Aditya means, what they call the splendor, the shine. Tejo, Jagat Bhasayate Kilam. So how the splendor of the sun? Okay. How the splendor of the sun dissipate the darkness of this whole world. Now the environment is dark. But when the sun rises tomorrow, all these things doesn't exist. The darkness get dissipated, gone. So how the splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness in this whole world, comes from me. Okay. So it comes from me. And the splendor of the moon, Chandramasi, the splendor of the moon and the splendor of the fire, okay, are also come from me. Okay, Mamaka. Mamaka means through me, Mamaka, meaning, right? The splendor of the sun dissipates the darkness of the whole world, comes from me. And the splendor of the moon and the splendor of the fire also come from me. Okay. Then what he said? I enter into each planet. Then after he says the second one, Gam avishyacha bhutani darayami aham ojasa pushnami chaushadi sarva soma bhutvara satmakaha. I enter into each planet. How? We studied that as Garbho Dakshai Vishnu. He enters into every planet. And by my energy, they stay in orbit. All the planets that floating in the orbit, Krishna says, all by my energy stays in orbit. How do 5,000 years ago they know that all the planets are floating in the orbit? You understand? That is how advanced our Vedic civilization. 5,000 years ago, they could even say how that Jantu, how that through the semen and this thing, the child is born. What are the suffering the child goes through? Can you imagine 5,000 years ago? And similarly, here he says, I enter into every planet and by my energy, everything stay in orbit. Can you see that? So what actually happening to us? We are degrading actually. We are from a great Vedic, that means what they call, from the Vedic civilization. Now, the modernization is degrading. We are degrading further and further. So he says, I am the energy, they stay in the orbit. I become the moon, and I thereby supply the juice of all life to all vegetables. Right? Now, 14. Then after that, he also says, Ahang Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninang Deham Ashrita Prana Pana Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvidam. I am the fire of digestion in the body of all living entities. And I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the 4 kinds of foodstuff. Right? Say, I am the fire of digestion. Okay? And I join the air, outgoing and incoming. When we breathe out, breathe in, with the fire, some or other I'm digesting the food kind. What kind of 4 kinds of foodstuff? We will study later. 15.15. Sarvasya chaham hirdi sannivisto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha Vedescha sarver aham eva vedyo Vedanta krit veda vid eva chaham. Then what Krishna says here? He says, Sarvasya chaham, everywhere, chaham, hirdi, in the heart, sannivisto. I am seated in everyone's heart. And from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, if you study all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedanta. And I am the knower of the Vedas. So Krishna is a compiler of the Vedanta means what? He is Vyasadeva. He came in the form of Vyasadeva. So Krishna, I'm sitting in everyone's heart. And from him come remembrance. If you can remember things, it's because of him. From him you get knowledge and also forgetfulness. So just like that day we studied about the 2 birds, 1 bird eating, 1 bird is watching. When just waiting, when are you going to turn back to me? Now you have some or other turn back to Krishna. And now Krishna is going to give you the remembrance that you forgot. Do you remember? Yes. And the knowledge of how to do it, right? And the forgetfulness of this material creation. That means Krishna started giving forgetfulness. You start to forget all the, the material comfort and everything. So, okay, like that. 18. Yasmat sharam atitoham aksharat apichottama atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottama. Because I'm transcendental, beyond both the fallible and infallible. And because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and also in the Vedas as the Supreme Person. So now Krishna is saying why I am Supreme Person. Because I am transcendental, I'm beyond both fallible and infallible, and because I am greatest, because I'm celebrated both in the world and the Vedas, that's why I'm the Supreme Person. That's why I am Purushottama. Purushottama Pratita. They are addressing me as Purushottama. So what is this? Now we understand. Krishna himself at last made a declaration that I am the Supreme Person. And what is the reason? Like this. It is not something. Did God tell you this? Did Krishna tell you that? Now we understand. 15.18. Remember this. Krishna indeed says, God is not one. God is not, everything is one. There's no such thing. Right? Everything is one. Yellame ondudan. No, everything is individual and Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Right? Others are his expansion. So we understand from this verse here. All right, now 19. After that, Krishna says, Yo mam evam asammuda janati purushottamam sa sarva vid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna says, right? So whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and without doubting, you don't doubt it, he is the knower of everything. He therefore engaged himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. Okay, so whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without doubting, is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service. Okay. 20. Iti guhya tamang shastram. Idam uktam maya naga. Etad budva buddhiman syat. Kritta krityascha bharata. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. O sinless one, and it's disclosed now to me, now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavor will know perfection. So what Krishna says here? Iti guhya. This guhya means secret. Guhya means secret, confidential. Tamang shastram, among the shastra. Idam uktam maya naga. I revealed it. Alright, you say, this is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. What you have heard just now is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. And it is disclosed now by me. Krishna says, I am disclosing it to you. Then he make a declaration. Whoever understands this will become wise. And his endeavor will know perfection. So, Bhagavad Gita is this. So, once you study this Bhagavad Gita and you endeavor accordingly, you will attain perfection. Any questions so far? Are you following me on this?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Okay. So, take the RDC formula, take the commitment, read the Bhagavad Gita, distribute the Bhagavad Gita, and chant Hare Krishna, and be the instrument of what they call delivering your loved one's life. There are so many people out there suffering because of black magic, curses, just name it. But you can make the difference. Take the commitment, take the bundle, and go and distribute the Bhagavad Gita. Make Bhagavad Gita distribution as your core business, your core seva. Read, distribute, and chant Hare Krishna. By doing this, your life will become perfect. Right? With this, we end the session. We open for Q&A. Any questions? Wow, we are half an hour early. So you all got it, Prabhus and mothers? Any questions? No question?
No, Prabhu.
Did you understand? Vijay Bharat, have you got the answer just now? I think I shared in the group. Huh?
I got it because the light they just now Prabhu mentioned, right? If they don't want to become anything, instead of just correct me if I'm wrong, Prabhu.
Yeah.
If for example, if the person didn't acknowledge the Paramatma, he want to just join with the lights. So which means he's nothing, he's just a light. That one also Krishna will accept it. Am I right?
Yeah. Krishna will...
That kind of suicide will be accepted by Krishna.
No. See, this one is this. See, this one is what it means like this. The committing suicide is very sinful because you're killing the body. You're just like, you see, like for instance, when someone throw you into the jail, you escape the jail. That means you come out, you escape from the jail, your punishment is even severe.
Yeah.
Right? Wait, just give me a second. All right. So when a person is put into the jail and you escape from the jail, they'll throw you into the dungeon. They put you into the darker jail, and your suffer and torture is different. So when we are given this body is basically a jail, and you try to kill it. That's why you're doomed with seven births without a cross body. You got it?
Got it.
So that is sinful. But the second is you are killing your soul. That means you are entering a place where there's nothing exists. You're just becoming none, void. So that is called foolishness. right? Because even to enter into that Brahma Jyoti, it takes a lot of effort. You need to do a strong mendicant, you have to do a lot of meditation, you have to do a lot of kind of a severe austerity, so that you enter the light, you enter this thing. So that is something which is not advisable. But even if you want to do it, Krishna says, well, you can do it, no problem. It's also kind of liberation. But the difference is that liberation doesn't last long. How long can you stay without your position, your constitutional position? Right? How long are you going to stay null and void? So this is called the killer of the soul, or we call as Atmaja. So this is called as spiritual suicide. But Krishna says, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. No harm done. So what happened? Those who merge into the light, they remain in that light for some time, just like a sunbathing. But you can't remain there because you're an active person. The soul is active, is immutable. Remember, we studied that in chapter 2 Bhagavad Gita. The soul is immutable. It cannot be muted. Stay there for some time, pop, you come out. When you come out, you have to fall back. You fall back to what they call Brahmaloka, heavenly planet. From there you become a lavish life, and eventually go down. So it's not worth it. So what is saying that it takes a lot of effort to go to Brahma Jyoti. Why not use that effort to come to me? Krishna says. That's the thing. You got it? Are you there?
Got it, Prabhu. Got it.
All right. Okay. Nice. You asked a nice question. All right. There's another question here. Abhirami, yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. What does fallible, infallible means? Just now, Prabhu mentioned. All right. Fallible, infallible. Fallible, Shara. And okay, example, fallible means that which can fall down, change or destroy. Fallible. Okay. That means fallible refer to maybe like a conditioned soul in this material world. That means, example, even the conditioned soul is eternal, but due to the conditional state, it can fall down or forget Krishna. Okay, yeah. Do you understand? Fallible?
Okay, Prabhu.
All right. So infallible means that which never fall down. That's why Krishna is known as infallible. All right. Krishna is known as infallible. Oh, infallible. You know, Arjuna will be addressing Krishna. Oh, infallible one. Please take the chariot and bring it to the middle. I want to see who is here to fight with me. The first verse. All right.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Abhirami. Yes, thank you. Okay. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Which is the highest, like the devotional service? Like which is the highest form of devotional service, Prabhu? Like, is chanting? We have to make chanting as the priority. Then it comes all if you're distributing books and all that. If you don't have the time to complete the chanting for the day, so what do we do?
Okay, chanting is the core.
The core, okay.
So chanting is the thing that no matter what, you cannot you cannot compromise on your chanting.
Okay.
Chanting is the core. So you have to chant your prescribed round that you have made up your mind.
Right. Okay.
Right? You have to do that. And that one also you do it very attentively because it's very powerful. All right. Then after that, after you complete your chanting, then everything, then the second most powerful, according to what our acharyas have said, is distributing Bhagavad books.
Oh, right. Okay.
So chanting the holy name purifies your mind, intelligence, and ego. Redistributing books, pleasing your spiritual master and acharyas. That is eventually pleases Krishna a lot. Right?
Right.
Then reading Bhagavad Gita brings all auspiciousness. It's called Punya Karyam. But this is not a normal Punya Karyam or Karma Kanda. It's a Punya, it's what they call Maha Punya Kanda. That means it's a very auspicious activity. It's a form of worship.
All right. Okay.
Like someone asked me, do I need to worship the deities? No. These three is enough.
Oh, really? I mean, devotionals, what do you call Puja and Mangala Arati and all, that's very important, right?
That Mangala Arati is, of course, is important because Mangala Arati got another meaning for that. I'm talking about deity worship.
Yeah, deity worship, sorry. Yeah.
Deity bless, you bathe the deity, you know, you do
Yeah, yeah.
abhishek. So, all that, that's why you need to get a special permission from spiritual master.
Right, right. Okay.
You cannot simply take one deity and keep at home and start worshipping.
Yeah, right.
Because deity worship is actually not easy stuff. It takes drain a lot of time. So that's why there's some acharyas were telling, no, the form of deity is Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
You see, the ink is black color, the paper is white. Yes or not?
Yes.
That is Radha Krishna. Black ink is Radha Krishna, and the white sheet of paper is Radha Rani. So Radha Krishna exists in Bhagavad Gita, in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Oh, all right. Okay, okay.
Right? Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Okay.
the worship come into that mode. Like that day, someone asked me, "Hey, I bought a novel, you know." Yes, the novel also got same color, black. The novel is Radha Krishna. Ama, he cornered me nicely. But the thing is, the Radha Krishna exists. Okay, he lives in his words. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So if sometimes they say, "Oh, I feel like worshipping deity." What I suggest to them, you better deep study of Bhagavad Gita, then deeply go into Srimad Bhagavatam, and after that deeply go into Chaitanya Charitamrita. You know, don't take a lot of effort worshipping the form of the deity. Just deity, you can have a photo good enough, right?
Right.
Mangala Arati is very, very important. Mangala Arati, when you wake up for Mangala Arati, when you sing that song, everything, you're offering your day to Krishna.
But can we just do the chanting all first properly and then do the prayers? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's recommended. If you can finish your japa by Mangala Arati, it's very nice.
Right. Because
What
as you
time
like
you do your Mangala Arati?
I do about 7. I don't do so early. I do my chanting first. And
Okay,
then
what
I
time
do
you
at about 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mangala Arati have to be done before the sunrise.
Yeah, yes, I know.
So
That's
the
right.
sun rises at 7:20.
Yeah.
Right? So you're doing somewhere at the end of
Right.
of the Brahma Muhurta, right? Okay. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay. You try to do by 6:30. See, what time you wake up for japa?
5 o'clock.
Oh, right. Great. Okay. So that's good. So if you just go ahead and do that, and Krishna will inspire in your heart.
Right, Prabhu. Thank you.
So yes, because there's some stuff which is like very highly informative and confidential. So maybe if the time comes, maybe I can explain to you what is Mangalarati and why is Mangalarati important. Right? So anyway, no hard.
Can you share with us your experience with chanting, Prabhu?
What experience, Mataji?
I don't know. How do you feel like is it complete for you without when you start, do you start your day with chanting?
Yeah, sometimes I always love to do that, but sometimes I also miss it. I also miss it.
All
Sometimes I cannot wake up early, because sometimes my classes finish at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Like today is what is Saturday? Today is Saturday. Oh, right. Okay, because 11:30 I got Bhakti Sastri until 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
American devotees that starts at 11:30 to 1:30. So next tomorrow usually very hard to wake up. So I do miss and that, okay. But most of the time I'll try to keep it my Mangalarti. And of course, sometimes I chant after Mangalarti or before Mangalarti, and sometimes like I chant if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can chant. So there's a lot of things. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. Your chanting is very sacred and it's your personal contact with Rani. How you going to contact her and what time she gives you the appointment to see her depends. Right?
Right. Okay. Thank you.
But procedure is best if you can finish your japa before Mangalarti. So you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and start chanting. When 5:30 we do a Mangalarti. Then after Mangalarti, then after we do, first we do Mangalarti. Then we do Narashinga Puja.
Yes.
Then Tulsi Puja. No, Mangalarti. This one, why am I mixing up? Right. Then Tulsi Puja. Then after that, then you start your life, your day. Yeah, that's the temple standard lah.
Yeah.
But all depends. But the most important, you must chant your rounds. Are you chanting 16 rounds daily?
Yes, Prabhu. I mean, I try. Not every day. Sometimes I just carry forward the next day if I can't finish it.
Okay, don't
Yeah.
do that. You must finish your
Mm.
quota every day, right?
Mm.
Take it away next week. No. Don't. Once you bring it to the habit, you can never finish your japa. So make your
Mm.
16 one day. But if you're doing 16, you can plan to increase it also. I got
Yeah.
devotees of chanting 32, 64. On Ekadasi day, they chant 100 rounds.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So the devotee is also here, but I don't want to point them. But later, when you come and join our morning class, if at all, maybe you can have a communication with them.
Your
You can
Bhagavatam class is going to be how long? Is it going to be every day?
every day for 3 years.
Wow, every day. Okay.
Yes. Except Saturday and Sunday lah. Monday
And
to Friday.
how long is the class?
9:15 to 11.
Oh, okay.
1 hour 45 minutes.
Your classes is the longest, huh?
Yeah.
But it's so nice, like it passes very fast, like I can't believe that I've been sitting through the class for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Your
When I
class.
first started the class, they said, hey, 45 minutes just nice. After that, they cannot concentrate. I said, really? Yeah, 45 minutes talk what? You know? Then after that, but usually my longest class is 4 hours, Mataji.
Oh,
I
really?
think
Okay.
4 hours, I think there was almost 30, 35 people are sitting and listening. I think the Prabhu is here. So Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, Sadguna Mataji, Roja Mala, I think they all were there.
Mm.
I was until I didn't see the time. When I start to lose my air in the lungs, you feel like extra, you cannot speak really. So why like that? I mean, I saw the time. Oh my God. Anyway, so
Wonderful.
I hope that everyone enjoying this Gita Gyan class. Do you all like it?
Yes, definitely. And I never miss one class also. So
Oh yeah.
thank you,
Very
Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Because sometimes, in fact, I asked that just now the Mata, I said, did I go over? Sometimes, I can overdo it. Sometimes I can be like, sometimes when I give class, then my wife will be asking, you spoke like a fanatic. I said, did I? Alamak. So that's why I ask, is there any feedback? So like that lah. So I just want to get your feedback is very important so that I can deliver accordingly.
Thank you,
All right.
Prabhu.
Okay, my pleasure, Mataji. So is there anyone else got any questions? Oh, there's a question here. Hare Krishna Prabhu, what is fallible, infallible? Okay, I've answered that. Okay. All right, my dear Prabhus and mothers. So tomorrow is Sunday, it's weekend. If any of your friends who sign up for the course, 5 of the class, you tell them, hey, come and join the live class at least, because tomorrow is going to be the last Sunday. All right. So we can, it's going to be chapter 16. It's going to be a very interesting chapter. So we can have a very good discussion on chapter 16. Then after that, we go to Monday 17, Tuesday 18, then we are done. So Wednesday we gather to get your feedback, your testimony, and how you feel. So I hope that everyone please participate, because I really want to hear from you. So if you're comfortable, you can on your camera. If you're not comfortable, you can off your camera. But if you're on your camera, we are no longer a stranger, because I don't know how Vrinda Mataji look like. I don't know how all the devotees look like, right? Because I don't even know Sadguna Mataji look like, because she's been attending my classes for the past 1 year. I also don't know how she looks like. All right. So anyway, so have a nice weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday. Those who are connected to any temple, any ISKCON temple nearby, please go and join the program. In Ipoh, tomorrow they're starting at 10:30 in the morning until lunch. All right, those who are in Ipoh. And in SGM KL, I think it's early in the morning. It's a morning. All right, morning to breakfast, lunch from this thing, and from Penang, wherever. Please go and get connected to the nearest Hare Krishna temple and start to apply what you have learned. All right. Or if you have no access to any temple, tomorrow dedicate yourself in studying your Bhagavad Gita. All right. Whichever place that you have missed it, sit and read the whole Bhagavad Gita, because tomorrow is weekend, Sunday. I believe most of you are not working, free day. Utilize in full Gita Day. Try. Because when you understand, when you come to the chapter 17, 18, you will have a kind of revelation happening in your heart. Till then, have a beautiful day. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyavacha paditanam pavinebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare,
Thank you,
Thank you so
Prabhu.
much,
Thank you.
Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu.
My pleasure.